I'm Johnny with Balloon Animals Palm Beach, and today I'm going to show you how to make a balloon that reminds people of Judy Hopps from Disney's Zootopia. You will need 3 gray 260s, 1 pale blue 260, 1 dark blue 260, 1 black 160, 1 pale blue 160, 1 pink 160, 1 dark blue 350. Really, you could use a scrap that's about 8 to 10 fingers, but I just happen to have a whole one. 1 white 260 scrap, 8 to 10 fingers is plenty. And 2 white 5-inch rounds. Grab your white 260 scrap and inflate it so you have about 10 fingers of inflated balloon. You don't need much. Now you're going to make 3 pinch twists. Get rid of the extra. Tie that off. So that's what you should have. This is kind of like the bottom part of the mouth, and this is the upper part of the nose area. Grab your gray 260 and inflate it so you have about an 8 or 9 finger tail. Now you want to make a 4 or 5 finger bubble. Make a second 4 or 5 finger bubble, same size as this one. Twist those 2 bubbles together. Pull the nozzle through the 2 bubbles to lock that into place. Now you want to do an 8 to 10 finger bubble. Do a second 8 to 10 finger bubble, the same size as this one. Twist those 2 bubbles together. And now you're just going to roll one of these big bubbles in between the 2 smaller bubbles. So that's what you have so far. Get rid of the extra. Save this. We're going to use part of it later. Tie that off. Now you're just going to pick whichever of these big bubbles is squishier and twist it into 2 equal bubbles. Grab the 3 white pinch twists that you made. Remember, you have one that's kind of on the bottom, it's like the mouth area, and 2 that are sort of like the nose or upper mouth area. You want to just pull that 1 pinch twist through the twist you just made in the gray bubble. Just push it through from behind and then twist it in place. And then you want to just kind of shape these side bubbles here with a little pinch. Now you want to take this big bubble and just roll it up on top of this other bubble here. So that's the head so far. That's the back of the head, that's the front of the head. Grab your next gray 260 and inflate it so you have about a 6-finger tail. Go ahead and make a 10-finger loop. Pull the nozzle through, lock that into place. Get rid of the extra. You want to save this. Tie this one off. This is going to be one of the ears. Now we're going to make the other ear. You want to make it the same size, which is basically 8 to 10 finger loop. Get rid of the extra. Tie that off. So these 2 loops are the ears. Grab your pink 160 and inflate it so you have about a 6-finger tail. Now you're just going to make a very little 1-finger bubble. Take that bubble and twist it into the loop you just made. Then you want to make a slightly bigger loop than the gray loop and twist that in place. And then you just push that pink loop through the gray loop. Make a 1 finger bubble. Get rid of the extra. Save this. We're going to use it for the other ear. Tie this one off. So grab your pink 160 scrap, make a little 1 finger bubble, and wrap that into your other gray loop. Make a slightly bigger loop than the gray loop. Twist that together, and then just pull that pink loop through the gray loop. Make a little 1 finger bubble, get rid of the extra. We're going to save this for the nose and mouth. Tie this one off. So now you have 2 ears that look like this. Grab your white 5-inch round and inflate it so you have about a 2 finger bubble with a nice long tail. Grab your other white 5-inch round and inflate it so you have about a 2 finger bubble with a nice long tail. Same size as the other one. Grab the head, and you want to take the tail of the white 5-inch round and you're going to push it in between this big bubble and this smaller bubble. So that's the front of the head, that's the back. The tail's coming out here. Now you're going to take this tail and you're going to wrap it around the 2 pink bubbles on one of the ears and then pull it through the loop so that it's wrapped in nice and tight. That's the back, that's the front. Grab your other white 5-inch round and do the same thing. You're gonna put the tail through this big gray bubble and this smaller gray bubble, pull it out the back of the head, wrap it around the 2 pink bubbles on the ears, and pull it through the loop and wrap it in nice and tight. So that's the front of the head, that's the back of the head. Grab your next gray 260 and inflate it so you have about an 8-finger tail. Now you're just going to take this nozzle and you're going to wrap it around these white pinch twists here. So that the balloon is coming out the top of these white pinch twists here. Make a pinch twist. And then you're just going to pull this balloon up and over. And what you're going to do is tuck it in between these 2 gray bubbles in the back. So you're just going to tuck it down through the top of the head and you're going to be pulling it out in between this triangular area. So that's the head so far. That's the front, that's the back. Now you just want to make a 3-finger bubble coming out the base of the head. Get rid of the extra. You're going to save this. We're going to use that for the feet. Grab your pale blue 260 and inflate it so you have about a 12-finger tail. You really don't need a lot. You really could also use a scrap for this. You're just going to tie the nozzle to the gray nozzle on the neck of the head, like so. And then you just want to make a 5 or 6-finger bubble. Make a second 5 or 6-finger bubble, same size as the first one, and twist those 2 together. Then you're just going to get rid of the extra, tie that off. So this is going to be part of her torso here. That's the head. Grab your dark blue 350 and inflate it so you have about a 10-finger tail. Now you want to make about a 6-finger bubble. Then go ahead and pull that around the neck bubble. Make another 6-finger bubble, same size as this one, and twist those 2 together. Pull the nozzle through those 2 bubbles to lock that into place. Get rid of the extra. Tie that off. So that's like her vest. Grab your dark blue 260 and inflate it so you have about an 8 to 10 finger tail. Make a pinch twist. Make a 6-finger bubble. Make a pinch twist. Make a second pinch twist. Bring the balloon back up. Make a 6-finger bubble, same size as this one. Twist that into the pinch twist. Now you want to make a 2-finger bubble. Make a pinch twist. Make a 6-finger bubble, same size as these ones. Make a pinch twist. Make a second pinch twist. Make a 6-finger bubble, same size as this one. Wrap that into the pinch twist. Make a 2-finger bubble, same size as this one. And wrap that into the pinch twist on the opposite side. Get rid of the extra. Tie that off. So these are her pants. That's the top of her pants. And the legs, that's the bottom. Now you're gonna wanna grab one of your gray 260 scraps, whichever one's the smallest. Give it a puff of air so you have about a 3-finger bubble for her tail. Tie that off at the base. And you should have a bit of a tail coming off of that. All right, so you're gonna take the pants and take this tail and you're gonna stick the tail in between these 2 dark blue bubbles at the top of the pants. Pull it through. Now you don't want it too tight on the inflated side because we're gonna wrap that in a minute. So take this gray tail and now you're going to pull it in between these 2 pale blue bubbles. Pull that nice and tight and bring the tail back through the 2 dark blue bubbles. So we can attach her torso to her body. And then I just wrap it around one of the pinch twists, bring it under the tail and wrap it around the other pinch twist. And that way her tail is held up and sticks out the back instead of just hanging between her legs. Get rid of the extra. So that's the back, that's the front. Grab your pale blue 160 and inflate it so you have about an 8-finger tail. Make a pinch twist. Take that pinch twist and you're gonna wrap it into the side of the dark blue 350. Now you wanna make about a 7-finger bubble and put a bend in it and you're gonna wrap that into the dark blue pinch twist on the pants. Cut that off. Save this part for the other arm. Tie this off. Take your scrap, make another pinch twist. Wrap that pinch twist into the other side of the dark blue 350. And make about a 7-finger bubble. Put a little bend in it. You just want it to be the same size as this arm over here. And wrap that into the dark blue pinch twist on the pants. Get rid of the extra, tie that off. So that's what you should have so far. There's the back, there's the front. You've got her legs, arms, torso, head. Grab your longest gray 260 scrap and inflate it so you have about 20 fingers of inflated balloon. You're gonna make a little 2 to 3 finger loop and make a pinch twist. Get rid of the extra. Save the extra and do the same thing. A little 2 to 3 finger loop, same size as this one. Pull the nozzle through to lock that loop into place, make a pinch twist, and get rid of the extra. Tie that off. Make sure the other one is tied off as well. These are gonna be her feet. 2 loops with 2 pinch twists. Grab your black 160 and inflate it so you have about an 10 or 11 finger tail. Take the nozzle and wrap it into the 2 dark blue pinch twists on one of her pant legs so that it's coming out in between those 2 pinch twists. Make a little 2 or 3 finger bubble. Make a pinch twist. Make another pinch twist. Then you're gonna make a little 2 finger bubble. And you wanna go ahead and wrap that around the gray pinch twist. Make another little 2 finger bubbles, same size as this one. Wrap that into the 2 black pinch twists. And make one more 2 finger bubble. And wrap that into the gray pinch twist. Get rid of the extra. Save this for the other leg. Tie this one off. And now you're just gonna tuck the gray pinch twist into the middle of the gray loop. So that's what the foot should look like so far. That's the bottom, that's the top. Grab your black 160 scrap and wrap the nozzle into the 2 blue pinch twists at the bottom of her pant leg so that it's coming out in between the 2 pinch twists. Make a little 2 or 3 finger bubble, same size as this one. Make 2 pinch twists. Make a little 2 finger bubble, and now you're gonna twist that into the gray pinch twist on her other foot. Make another 2 finger bubble, same size as this one, and pull the balloon back, wrap that into the 2 black pinch twists. And make one more 2 finger bubble, same size as these ones, and wrap that into the gray pinch twist. Get rid of the extra, tie that off, and now you just want to tuck that gray pinch twist into the middle of the gray loop. Okay, let's just add a little bit of detail to the face here. So you're gonna grab your pink 160 scrap, give it a little puff of air so you have a little 1 finger bubble. Tie a knot at the base of that bubble, but leave the tail on. And you're just gonna twist that into the 2 white pinch twists. Now when you've got it down, so it's coming out in this area, then you just pull it out, give it a little puff of air, tie it off, and then just pull that around in between so there's a little pink line for her mouth. You're ready for the artwork. Okay, so I just use a black Sharpie for the eyes. And a black Sharpie for the eyebrow. And her actual irises are purple, so I use a purple Sharpie to fill in that part. Do the other eye the same. Then you can use a yellow Sharpie paint pen for her badge. Color that in. And that's how you make a balloon that reminds people of Judy Hopps from Disney's Zootopia. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do release videos on a regular basis, or you can leave me a comment or feedback below, or check me out on Instagram, Facebook, or my website, Balloon Animals Palm Beach.